Hey everybody, what's going on? So this is Black Ops 2. I've been playing it a little over a week. Give it 7 out of 10 stars. The classes are pretty nice. I think they did a pretty good job with some of these weapons. You get to unlock all kinds of different attachments. You only get 10 items per each class, which at first I thought kind of stunk, but then it kind of balances stuff out. There are some wild cards where you can throw extra attachments, you can do extra perks. So it kind of balances itself out, if you like. So, some of the look and feel is the same as Black Ops 1, some of the Modern Warfare 3, some new weapons in there. I'm really loving the AN-94, the M8, the SMR. Those are my preferred weapons. I do have two SMG classes where I like to run around and shoot, because if you've watched some of my other videos, you know I'm a rusher. The Vector K10, awesome weapon. You unlock it relatively early. Hip fire, I love to do hip fire, so I put a laser on it. Plus, I do full metal jacket on this one. On the Scorpion, I do the long barrel. That way, if I'm at a short to medium engagement, I think that's a little better. But when I play hijacked, which is very close quarters, I like to use the Vector with the FMJ because I can penetrate through the walls. So here are some of your wild cards. You can do greeds for perk 1, 2, and 3. Primary gunfighter, where you can add an additional attachment. Secondary, so on and so forth. One of the things that I forgot about when I played Black Ops was I made certain rules for myself, and that was to watch the lobby leaders. When you jump into, say, like Team Deathmatch on regular core, because you can pick whether you do best connection, normal. So anyway, if there's a lobby that you go into, and this is what I use, and there's 3 guys above 200, typically I jump out. I found that I do not have very good matches if they have more than 3 guys that are over 200. It used to be on domination that if there were 3 guys above 275 on Black Ops, I wouldn't stay. But I found on Team Deathmatch, and that's where I seem to really excel. Took me about a week, but I went from 160 negative on my KD to now I'm like 53 above by following some of those rules. I also don't like to play a match that's already in progress because there's a reason people left. So as you can see here, I got a couple of guys that were above 200, so I'm not going to play. This one, I think is the same thing. I'm waiting to jump into a match. This one, it automatically throws me in. And I found that if I play inside of one of these matches, then, I usually don't do well. I prefer really to see the lobby leaderboard. So that's one of my rules, and it's actually worked out very well for me. Once in a while I'll bite the bullet and I'll stay just to see what happens. If there's a guy that's like 275, 300 on the lobby leaderboard, but he does not have a lot of kills versus his deaths, I might stay. But typically if they're on the other team, I somehow the connection favors them. But in this instance, there's a guy that's 273, 261 up there. So I wasn't sure, was it going to stay? Was it going to go? That time I left. Then I have a guy here that was 273 and I wound up staying. Long story short. So I picked one of my SMG classes and I'm running the Vector. Love this gun with the laser dot sight. And what I like to do is run the outsides of the map. If you bunch into the middle, those are natural kill zones. Everybody seems to flock towards the middle. And, I don't like feeding other people's kill streaks. So why do I give Black Ops 2 7 out of 10? Well, they brought back quick scoping, which I was never a fan of because it's highly unrealistic. I know it's just a game, but it's highly unrealistic that a sniper is going to move around and pull and shoot like that. Now, it's something in the game, so yes, they're taking advantage of it. And there's people that are really good at, hey, my hat's off to you. I hate it, so if I get in a room where there's a bunch of guys that are doing it, I leave. Another thing is if I get into a room where, I start off like 2 and 6, I'm probably going to bail. But they did that. They have horrible host migration. going on. I've got a buddy that's 30 meg connection. We get in there together, and he has horrible games. And I think my connection brings him down, which I don't understand, because if he's got the better connection, then it makes sense that he should host and he should have a better game. Everybody should be going through his Xbox if we're not going to play on a server-based system. So that kind of upsets me. And whenever I try to play hardcore, most times I'm getting thrown out of matches, errors, all this junk. So it's kind of frustrating because I want to play with my buddies and they like to play hardcore. But the Vectors, Scorpion, SMR, love it. AN94, love that gun. It's a lot of fun. Like I said, 7 out of 10. Just remember, find a gameplay you like to play if you don't have a bunch of buddies. Because if you can find 2-3 guys and you run together, it's very hard to kill all 3 guys unless you get a grenade right in the middle. Bouncing Betties, just make sure you crouch or go prone. That's how you defeat them. I've had my stuff hacked, a bunch of times, which I thought was bad, but it tells me to turn around because here comes a guy. Anyways, hopefully this helps you out. Scanless Bob, and keep watching the videos.